Hello everybody, welcome to this verbling class. This is a writing class, so if you'd like to get in some writing practice for the next hour, do come along and join us. It's a pretty free writing class. What I do encourage you to do is to use your imagination on the topic of today, which is exotic animals. Basically to stretch yourself a little bit, use as much vocab, as much grammar, as much great English as you can. We spend about half an hour writing and the rest of the time correcting and listening to each other's work or reading each other's work. So it's a really good chance to just have a bit of a practice using your writing, which is one of those skills that is difficult to improve on unless you've got somebody correcting it for you because you're not sure about the mistakes you're making. So if you would like to have a bit of writing practice, come along in and join us. My name is Teacher Amy, and it doesn't really matter what level your writing is, beginners, intermediate, or advanced are all really welcome in this class. You can push yourself to the extent that you feel comfortable today. And you can also choose whichever animal you like or more than one. I've got a document for you which you can have a look at on the Google Drive once you get into the class to give you some inspiration for what you're going to be writing about today. So if you come into the class, do have a look at that while I just alert you to some useful stuff. So firstly, if you are new on Verbling, you may not know all about us. So there are several pages that can help you out with your time here. Apart from joining classes, you can also take private tutoring sessions with the teachers. And most of the teachers do have a Facebook page, which is something that, if you're a Facebook fan, can be handy because you can keep an eye on English and Verbling throughout your week. It comes up on your news feed. It can kind of keep you on track with your English learning. And if you care to take a look at my Facebook page, then I've posted the link there just in the chat box. Now, if you're looking for a little bit more information on one of the teachers in particular, for instance, if you would like, or perhaps find out when the next classes that are with this teacher are coming up, then the best place to go is to their Verbling teacher page. You can see the link for my Verbling teacher page there in the chat box. This is where you'll find all the information you need to know about a teacher, so you can check out their schedule, you can see their upcoming classes, their free slots for private tutoring on their calendar, and if you do have any questions about anything, then you can write to us because there's a very handy little Verbling messaging feature on there. So do get in touch with us if you have any questions or just want to find out more perhaps about tutoring or anything to do with English teaching and learning. So I hope those pages help you. As I said before, this is a writing class and we're going to say hi and see who we've got today to practice some writing. So firstly, because you arrived here first, I'll say hi to Albanus. Albanus?
Yes.
Hello. How do I say your name?
Very well.
Hi, Albanus. Am I saying your name correctly? Is it Albanus or Albanus or
Albanese.
Albanus? Okay. Where are you from, Albanus?
From Venezuela.
From Venezuela. Well, welcome to class. It's lovely to meet you. And why are you learning English?
Because I would like travel around the world. And
All right.
so I am studying for English teacher at the university.
Excellent. So you are studying to become an English teacher and you want to travel.
Yes.
That's awesome. Congratulations on an excellent career choice.
Yeah.
Welcome to the class, Albanus. It's lovely to meet you. Hi there. Hello. How are you doing?
Hello. Nice to see you again.
You too. How's Japan these days?
These days, about 10 days ago, one volcano erupted, and 48 people died.
Oh, hi there. I never knew that. I didn't listen to the news or hear that on the news. I'm so sorry. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
On Saturday. So now autumn leaves is very beautiful.
Oh my
Autumn
goodness.
leaves are very beautiful. So many people want to climb up some mountain. It's a volcano. So many people gathered in that place. Just the lunchtime, they try to open their and they are about to eat lunch. Suddenly it erupted.
Oh my goodness, Heidi. I am so sorry. That's terrible.
Suddenly. Yeah. So many people and stones came from the volcano and hit their body or head, and even some toxic air came out.
Yeah. Oh, that's awful news. I'm so sorry. Heidi, you know, that could happen here in New Zealand as well, because lots of people climb volcanoes. But the last time that a volcano erupted here was about 10 years ago, I think, and luckily nobody was killed, but it's always a risk. So, oh, that's terrible news, and I hadn't heard about it, so I'm very sorry.
Thank you.
Well, welcome to the class, Heidi. It is nice to see you again, even with sad news. Renee, hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Me too. I'm from Mexico City.
Awesome. Okay, so how is life in Mexico City today on Wednesday evening?
It's really good. Nice weather. Everything is good.
I'm very glad to hear that. Well, welcome to class, Renee.
Thank you.
Just as I'm saying hello to everybody, please do feel free to have a look at the Google Drive, guys, and have a look at the document there so that you can start getting some inspiration for your writing. And I'll say hello to Tom John. Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from, Tom? Can I call you Tom, or is it Tom John?
Oh, as you prefer.
Okay.
I'm from Brazil.
Okay, excellent. And what part of Brazil are you from?
Really?
Which
sorry,
city?
sorry.
Which city?
Okay. I'm from São Paulo.
Okay, all right. And what time is it over there?
Here is 9 p.m.
9 p.m. Okay, well, that's a good time. You can just relax in the evening and do some writing.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's great to have you all, and it's lovely to meet some new faces today. What I've got for you guys is some pictures. Now, if you can have a look at the Google Doc, if you can't access it, you just need to go to the Google Drive. That's the triangle, the green, yellow, and blue triangle on the left-hand side of your screen. And you should find the document in there. Otherwise, take a look at the Google chat and click on the link. So I just want you guys to go and see if you can access the document. And I'm going to do a screen share so you can see what you should be looking at. So take a few moments and let me know if you are having any problems. Hopefully you're not.
I can't.
You can't access the document?
No, I already push the drive file, but I can't. It says that it's a fail. I don't.
It's failed? Wonderful. I'm having a great technological day today. All right, Renee, don't worry too much. I will get back to you in a moment. How about the rest of you? You guys seem to be able to be in. Can see wombats, wolverines, moose, and dinosaur. There you go, got 4 more animals. Okay, Renee, what we'll do is we'll just take a look at the pictures. Hopefully you can see them there on the screen. If you can't access the document, it doesn't matter that much. It's just so that we can get inspired, and you can also just write your piece of writing somewhere else on your computer, and we'll worry about it at the end, okay? So don't waste your time stressing if it's not working. Alright, so guys, what we have got here are some pictures of different animals that are what I would say were exotic. We're going to go through the pictures just to make sure you know the words in English for these animals. And you're welcome to write about any kind of animal. It doesn't have to be one that's on this document. You can write about one animal or many animals or a trip to the zoo or anything you like. Be as creative as you like. I just want you to do your best writing. I'll let you write for about 20 to 25 minutes, and then we will read and correct each other's work. So let's go through the pictures. I'm going to talk to Heidi first. Heidi, can you see the top 2 pictures here and here?
Yeah.
Do you know what these are called in English, these animals?
Duckbill.
Yes, this is a duck-billed platypus. It's actually, and we can call it a platypus for short, and you find it in, do you know which country you find that in, Heidi?
This is mammal.
Yes.
Its mouth is likely bird, but not bird.
Yes, it's very strange. It looks like a bit like a duck's beak.
Yeah, like duck.
Yeah, but it actually swims underwater, and yet
Yeah.
it's a mammal. It's a crazy animal. Do you know which country this comes from, Heidi?
I'm not sure. Canada or some place.
Actually, it's Australia. And I only know that because I live with Australians. So there you go, a crazy animal from Australia. And this one, Heidi? This is a fish. What's this called?
Jellyfish.
A jellyfish. Excellent. And I personally find jellyfish quite fascinating. But you guys might not agree with me. All right, thank you, Heidi. I'm going to ask Tom for this one. What's this animal here?
I don't know in English, but in Portuguese it's kangaroo.
Yeah, it's the same in English. A kangaroo.
It's the same.
Yeah. Also from Australia. And obviously they carry their young in their own bodies, which is kind of cool. So there's a kangaroo, and this one, Tom?
It's a polar bear.
Yep, a polar bear.
Polar bear.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. Who else can I ask? Albanus, what have we got next? What's this?
A snack.
Yep, it's actually a special kind of snake. Can you see its tail?
I remember for the games.
You remember from like the games on the mobile phone? Or yeah. I used to be a big fan of that. But this is actually a rattlesnake. It's got on the end of its tail this which it shakes, and in English we call it a rattle. It's also what a baby has to keep itself entertained. Does anybody know what animal is the next one?
Antbeer?
Very close. Actually, in English we call it an anteater. An anteater.
Could you write?
Sure. All of the animals are in the chat box, guys. So take a look. Okay, I've written anteater. It sort of sucks ants up with its nose, I think. And I think we all know what this one is, right?
There are a lot of this animal in Brazil.
Really? That you have anteaters in Brazil? I've never seen one. I've never seen one in real life, but they're kind of cool. Okay, so guys, your instructions are, if you were able to access the document, all you need to do is to type your name here. So if it was me, Amy, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to write something about one of these animals or another one. It might be like a poem, it might be a story, it might be description, it might be a memory, it could be anything you like. Just see if you can use your best English. I'm going to give you 20 minutes, okay? And you can either write straight here onto the document, or you can write onto another file on your computer and copy and paste your writing at the end of class or when I ask you to do it so that we can correct. So I'm going to be right here. Does everyone understand? Any questions?
Yeah, I understand.
No question.
Perfect. All right.
It doesn't matter how many words or something like that.
Nope, it doesn't matter. It's up to you. If you would like to try and write lots, that's fine. If you'd rather focus on using your best language and not write as much, then that's also fine, okay?
Okay, perfect.
All right, Renee, if you just write somewhere else on your computer, and then I'll get you to copy and paste into the chat box.
I already have the file.
Excellent! Our problems are over. All right, well, off you go.
I use the link. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, guys, if you could just mute your microphones, then we can all concentrate. And if you have any questions, I'm right here, so just ask, okay? I'll see you in 20 minutes.
Okay.
I can hear.
You okay, Albanus? Did you have a question? You just gotta. Your microphone is muted, so just unmute your mic if you want to talk to me.
Okay.
What was your question?
No, I don't have.
All right, do you understand what to do?
No, because I didn't hearing.
Okay, all right. Take a look at the chat box, the Verbling chat box, where I'm just writing the instructions. All you need to do is to write whatever you like, something about an animal. So try to use good vocabulary or practice some grammar that you want to practice. And you've got about 20 minutes to write. And then after that, we will correct your work, okay?
Okay. Well, who is the first? Me?
We'll
No.
see. It depends who finishes first. So if you don't want to be first, that's okay. Just spend some time writing, and it doesn't matter if you don't write so much. Just have a little use the time in however you like, okay?
Okay. For example, I would like touch a kangaroo.
Exactly. But you need to write it because this is a writing class rather than speaking, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let me know if you get stuck or if you have any more questions.
Mm, okay.
All right, you understand what to do, Albanus?
Not really.
So you need to do some writing. Your ideas you need to write down, okay? And can you see on the screen? All you need to do is to type your name. So here, for example, and then underneath, I would like to touch a kangaroo because try to do it spelling correct. Because blah blah blah. Whatever you like, okay?
uh, for example, there is a kangaroo in my country.
Yeah, exactly. Anything you like.
But do you mean a phrase or so much vocabulary like a test?
It can be anything. It's not a test, Albanus, so you can write anything you want, okay?
Uh, I have to. Do I have to write in the chat here?
Yep. If you
Okay.
prefer, you can write in the chat or you can write on the document. It's up to you.
I prefer talking. Um, the this animal is the most popular at the TV.
Okay, so Albanus, just the only thing is that we need to, it's because it's a writing class, I'd like you to write down your ideas and then afterwards we will read them together, okay? Because the others are concentrating on their writing.
Okay.
All right. So take some time to think and then write down what you'd like to say. Then we'll discuss it, okay?
Okay.
Are you all finished, Heidi?
Yeah,
All right, would you like to correct yours now?
yeah.
Okay, cool. What I'm going to do is I'll just get it from the chat box and put it into the document so that you can see what I'm doing.
Hmm.
And everybody else, you can keep going. We've got some more time if you want. So I'm going to go right to the top of the page. Excuse me if I'm moving you guys out the way. Okay. All right, so Heidi, could you please read it?
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Tiger. I like tigers for several reasons. The first, I like cats because cats have kind of symbol of freedom for me. Unlike dogs, they don't obey their owners even though they are fed by them. When they are in a bad mood, they ignore owners, and when they are hungry or in a good mood, they come to owners and play with them. I like to live like that. Tigers are one of cats' family, so I like them. The second, they are very beautiful. Don't have needless fat, and I'm sorry, I mistake. And their body is covered with beautiful muscles. I've never seen them in the wild, but as far as I've seen in the videos, when they are hungry, no, hunting the other animals, their movement is very beautiful. The third, in Japan, we have certain animals for each year, and 12 years are one cycle. A mouse, cow, a tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, chicken, dog, wild boar. That's all. I was born in the year of tiger, so I like tigers.
That's so interesting, Heidi. Thank you. Is that the same as the Chinese symbols?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it came from China.
I didn't realize that you used them in Japan as well, but I know that I'm the rabbit. But I think the tiger is a bit more exciting, but anyway. All right, I love what you've written. It's really descriptive and beautiful. So let's have a look. We don't really need a comma here. If I were you, I'd just have it like that, kind of like a title. All right, I like tigers for several reasons. Very good. The first, normally, Heidi, just to sound a little bit more natural, I'd probably put here, instead of the first, the second, the third, I'd put firstly, secondly, thirdly, or the first reason is that, and the second reason is that, the third reason is that. So it's sort of up to you, okay? Or you can mix them. Like here you could put secondly. But one of those two options is probably best. So I'm going to bold that. I think that was a mistake, just a typo for you. You know how to spell like. I like cats because cats are kind of a symbol of freedom for me. I love that idea. That's awesome. Unlike dogs, they don't obey their owners even though they are fed by them. Even though they are fed by them. When they are in a bad mood, they ignore with an E. They ignore
I'm sorry.
their owners. No worries. And when they are hungry or in a good mood, they come to their owners again.
Their owners. Mhm.
Yeah, and play with them. It's so true. I was laughing because it's so different. It's so funny to see the difference between dogs and cats. I'd like to live like that. Me too, Heidi. Tigers are one of the, what I'd say is part of the cat family.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the cat family, so I like them. Secondly, they are very beautiful. We probably need to repeat the subject here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They don't have needless. I don't know how to spell that. It's just a typo. Their body is covered, ED, with beautiful muscles. That's really true. It's like they're I know exactly what you mean. Their muscles are somehow beautiful. They're so strong. It's something very elegant about it, I think. I've never seen them in the wild, but as far as I've seen in videos, when they are hunting other animals. They're hunting other animals, their movement is very beautiful. I agree. The third reason, I would say, is that in Japan we have certain animals for each year, and 12 years are one, probably we put here cycle rather than circle. Yeah. Because it's something that goes round and round and round every 12 years. So it's, we call it usually a cycle, Heidi, probably. Circle's not wrong, but... So mouse, cow, tiger, rabbit with an A. Dragon, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, chicken, dog, and wild boar. That's all. Don't forget to put and, because it's the last thing in the list.
Yeah.
I was born in the year of the tiger. The year of the tiger. Because we're talking about it as a sort of a concept, we usually use the article, Heidi. So when we're talking about these zodiac signs, we say, I was born in the year of the rabbit, or I'm the rabbit, because it's like a concept rather than an individual animal, right?
I need to use that twice.
Yeah, the year of the tiger. It sounds a bit funny. It's because you're talking about this idea that we're all part of the zodiac, so yes. Alright, that was absolutely beautiful. Thank you for starting us off so wonderfully. Do you have any questions, Heidi?
No questions, thank you.
Alright, thanks for that. Really lovely writing. I think somebody else pasted something while we were chatting, actually. Was that Tom? Or Renee?
Yeah, I want to, but I don't know how to.
Alright, so Renee, all you need to do is, could you...
sorry. I put that here, no?
Yeah, put it into the chat box or onto the document, wherever you want.
Oh.
That's perfect.
I don't know the...
Yep, that's good.
Could you change the... I wrote more.
Okay. What we're going to do is delete the pictures because I don't think we need them anymore. Now I've got some space.
Okay.
What happened to the second bit? Do you want to try that again, Renee, now that we've got rid of the pictures?
Okay.
So you can just paste again.
I don't know what's happened. Let me... Can I erase this?
Yeah, sure. Oh, look, that's
it's
strange.
over there.
Alright, Heidi,
I
don't know what we're going to do. We're going to make Heidi's really tiny. And Heidi, if you want to, you can copy and paste that now and put it back on your computer. But there. How's that? Is that all of it yet, Renee? It's very strange.
I don't know. Let me change the... I don't know how to change the...
Hold on a second. Heidi, I'm just going to move yours into the chat box. If you still want it, the second one down there is the corrected one, okay? Because we seem to have a weird thing with going on with this. And then Renee...
Maybe in 10 or 9?
No, that's alright, because we can... Is that all of it there? Is that the end here? Oops. Is 10 and 40 miles per hour the end?
Okay, let me see. Sorry. You made it.
Yeah. There we go. I think we've got it,
You're
right?
faster than me. Okay.
No. Okay, Renee, could you read it, please?
Yeah, I choose Kangaroos because it's curious. My favorite tennis are Kangaroos brand. You know that brand?
The Kangaroo brand for tennis rackets, you mean?
Yeah.
Or... I never heard of that, actually.
I don't know if that's a Spain brand. I don't know, but I have it.
All right.
And I love it. That's why I want to talk about a little of this animal. It doesn't matter that I never see them in person, only in photographies or movies. This animal represents for me the maternity because the mother always carries her babies in her back. They call traveling nursery. I don't know if that's true, but
It's very
think.
cute.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if the bug is really resistant. The information that I got says that there are different colors of kangaroos, gray and red. There are about 45 species, and the most popular, sorry, I put in Spanish, and the most popular are the macropus.
Mhm.
Are macropus. They have a large and strong tail. They use this for equilibrate their body while they are stand up or jumping. The kangaroos could run with a velocity of 10 and 40 miles per hour.
All right. Cool. Thank you, Renee. I also find the kangaroo quite an interesting animal. However, we spell it with an A here. Kangaroo, okay?
Okay, sorry.
Not right there, but you got it wrong there. All right. So let's have a look at this and see if we can make some corrections. So it's curious. My favorite, tennis has two N's in English.
Yeah.
Tennis. I think what you mean is tennis brand, or perhaps tennis. Do they make tennis rackets, or what kind of thing do they make?
So it's like New Balance. That's
Okay, yeah. So my
They
favorite
look
tennis
like-
racket brand
yeah.
is, because it's just one thing, right?
Yeah. Tennis.
Even though there are a lot of brands, you're only talking about one, so it's singular.
Oh, okay.
Then we'll probably put the Kangaroo brand. Haha, I like it. That's why I want to talk about a little. That's why I want to talk a little bit about this animal. Okay,
Okay.
if I can spell properly. There we go. And then we can put a full stop, because we generally try to just make a new sentence. In English, we tend to have lots of short sentences, and that's fine. If you start a new sort of topic or a new point, just start a new sentence.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter that I never see them in person or in animal, yeah, only in photographs. Photographs is the actual item, right? A photograph. Photography is like the study of it, the actual, what can you call it, subject area, right? If you like photography, then you will take lots of photographs.
Okay, I understand.
All right. So it doesn't matter that I never see them in person, only in photographs or movies. This animal represents, because it's singular for me. So what we usually do in English is put maternity in a different place. So represents maternity for me, okay?
Okay.
But really nice idea, because it's, yeah, I can see why. Because the mother always carries her babies in her, we call it a pouch. We call it a pouch, okay?
Okay.
So any animal that has that little bag thing at the front is called a pouch. There's some other animals that have it.
Okay.
And they being, we don't know, but we don't care. The point is, it's sometimes called, so they call it the or a traveling nursery. I love that. I've never heard that before, Renee, but it's an awesome idea.
Okay.
Sometimes I wonder if the bag is really resistant. What do you mean by resistant?
That they can support the baby.
You mean like if the baby's really heavy, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the material of the pouch can resist that.
Okay.
I don't know how to say.
Yeah, okay, so we just need to change that spelling, but resistant is okay. Maybe we need to explain a little bit more, like to the weight of the baby or something like that.
Resistant. Yeah.
It's actually called a joey. The baby is called a joey for kangaroos. Okay?
Yeah.
The information that I got says that there are different colours of kangaroos. And then if you're going to talk about the colours, put a hyphen, grey and red, okay?
Okay.
There are about 45 different species. Wow! I never knew there were 45 species. And
Google told me.
Google, King Google. The most popular are the Macropus. Okay, interesting. They have a large and strong tail. And if you've got the subject coming up again, you either need a comma, but I would say and is probably better. And then you can put the subject again. They use because it's something that they do. It's a fact, right? Not in the past. It's something that happens all the time. So we use the present simple. They use this for what I would say here, not this word, but balancing.
Yeah.
Tends to be the word that we use in English, yeah? Balancing the body while there. And then because we've got they are, we need ing for standing and jumping. You've got jumping, but we need to say they're standing up or jumping.
Okay.
The kangaroos, or you don't really need to say the because you're talking about them as a group of animals. So it's a bit funny in English, but if you're talking about animals in general, like I like dogs, you either use it in the plural, or you can say the kangaroo, as it makes it into more of a concept, but it's a little bit more formal. So if I were you, I'd go for the plural, just kangaroos. And then this is another example of a fact, right? So we just need the present simple. Can run with a velocity of 10 to 40, I think. Is that like they can run either 10 or 20 or 30 or 40?
Okay.
So between 10 and 40 or 10 to 40 miles per hour. MPH. That's what we usually use as the abbreviation. But are you talking about miles or kilometers?
Miles.
All right. If you want to use kilometers, you can use that, but we'll get rid of that. There we go. Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
That was really nice, and I learned something about the kangaroo. Thank you, Renee.
You're welcome.
All right. So last but not least, Tom, are you ready? Don't forget to unmute yourself because I can't hear you and I can't see if you're talking actually. Are you ready to correct yours? Tom, you're muted. Can you unmute your mic? Are you there?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay, but I could see you were chatting away and I couldn't hear a word of it. What were you saying?
I'm trying to pass the text, but there are something over the text.
Okay.
Can you see?
We seem to be having a weird problem with the document. So what I'm going to do, Renee, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it into the chat box for you if you want to take it away with you. That's the corrected version, okay? And then I'm going to get rid of it so that we can use the space for Tom's. I don't know why the document's being... There we go. Is that it there, Tom?
Yeah, I think it is that.
Cool. Is that everything? Is there anything missing?
Yeah, no, it's okay.
All right, please read it for us.
The anteater is a common animal in Brazil. There are a lot of them here, and it's a big and beautiful animal. This animal, as his name say, he eats ants, and each may be 1,000 of ants per day. In the state that I live, don't have this animal, but if I go to the countryside, it's possible to see it on the fields. Sometimes it's possible to see it dead on the roads, because sometimes they are hit by cars. The name of this animal in Portuguese is Tamandwa Bandera. Tamandwa is a native name, and I don't know exactly what it means, but Bandeira is flag in English. And this name is because his tail looks like a flag.
Very cool. Thank you, Tom, for writing about this crazy animal. And you know, I didn't even know that I did not know where these animals lived. But now I know they live in Brazil. Yeah.
Yeah, they live I think they live on the South America. I know that there are a lot in Brazil, but I think there are in the other countries too.
All right.
Here, South
Renee,
America.
are you from Spain, Renee, did you say?
No, I'm from Mexico City.
That's right. Do you have anteaters in Mexico?
are from Spain.
I don't know why I thought you were from Spain. It was something you said earlier. I forgot. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry.
Do you have these anteaters in Mexico, or are you too far
No,
north?
I never hear about that animal in Mexico.
Maybe you guys are too far north. Maybe they're only in sort of South America. We'll have to ask another student. All right, thank you, Tom. Let's have a look at it. So anteater is actually one word in English. So the anteater is a common animal in Brazil. Perfect. There are a lot of them here, and it is a big and beautiful animal. Agreed. And kind of weird looking. This animal, as his name says, because it's third person, right? The name.
Okay.
Eats ants. You don't need to say he because you've already got the subject here, right? So you've got the subject, and then you've got this
Okay.
little extra
Okay.
info, and then we go
Okay.
straight to eats. But because it's third person, we need an S. As his name
Okay.
says, eats ants, and then we'll have another comma, and it eats maybe. You can either say maybe 1,000 or maybe thousands. So maybe we should get rid of this. Maybe thousands, yeah?
Maybe 1,000. Yeah, yeah.
Thousands of ants per day. In the state that I live in, we always have to live somewhere in English. So if you want to use it, you always need to have this little preposition here. The state that I live in, the house that I live in. Alternatively, you can say in the state where I live, and then you don't need the preposition, but you've got that, so you do need it, okay?
Okay.
We need some kind of a subject, so I would say we. We don't have this animal. But if I go to the
Okay.
countryside is one word, and nice use. It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah. I always
possible.
forgot.
Yeah, it's a common mistake, that one. It's quite tricky to learn the rules about that. So we can't say is because we haven't got a subject. We need it is, okay? It is possible to see
Okay.
it. If you say to see it on the fields, it kind of gives it, it makes me think that they're somehow like lying down or dead or something. So I would say in the fields.
Okay.
And then you come to this sad point here. Sometimes, again, it is. If possible, we always say it is possible. So you can just remember that one as a standalone phrase, okay? Sometimes
Okay.
it's possible to see it dead. And now we can say on, because now it's dead, right? You know, this is what we call roadkill. Dead animals that have been run over. Rather unpleasant. Because sometimes they are hit by cars. Yeah. Oh, that's sad. The name of this
Yeah.
animal in Portuguese. Portuguese needs a capital because it's a language.
Okay.
Is Tamandwa Bandera. And then put a full stop and tell me all about it. Tamandua is a native name, and I don't know exactly what it means. But Bandera is flag in English, and this name is because of his tail that looks like a flag. Is that right? That's kind of awesome. I never really noticed that his tail looks like a flag, but I'm going to have another look at a picture now.
Okay.
Tom, that was beautiful. Well done. Just a couple of things to remember. Double check to see whether you've got third person verbs, okay? And if you
Okay.
have, you need the S's on there. Eats and says. And also, when you're using something is possible, we always need it is possible, or maybe it's not possible, but we always need the it, okay?
Okay.
We never say is possible in English. We always say it is possible. So that's just something you can write down and remember for future. All right, so thanks, guys. I'm really glad that you guys chose different animals to talk about because we've kind of learnt a bit from everybody and some really interesting writing, so well done. Maybe you can learn from each other's mistakes too. Does anybody have any questions before we go?
No, for me.
All
no.
right, well, thanks very much for joining me, guys. I hope you have a really nice evening. Tom, I'm going to paste this into the chat box for you in case you'd like to take it away and you haven't somehow got access to the file. And please join me again. I'd love to see you again in another one of my classes, maybe speaking, or maybe another writing class around this time next week. So have a great evening, guys. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. Hi, Dave. Sorry about Japan. Take care, and see you later.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Amy.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.